hope everything is working. Hello, everyone. Are you the... Oh, I should check the chat. Where is the chat? Here we go. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. I know it's been a long time, and there has already been some chatting going on. First of all, can everybody hear me? Is everything good? I seem to be in the yellow, which is very preferable. So we have Donta, Dennis, Manny, Plush Blue, Kale's Tails, Plush Blue, Dennis, and Lanali, and Azzy, and... Oh... Boy, there's a lot of chats that... You know what? I'm not going to start the stream by just reading for a few minutes. I'm just going to say, welcome, everybody. And I'm sorry it's been a long time, but I know that you're all ready for some requests, so I'm going to get right to it. And I'm going to open up the request form. Well, first I shall give you the request form. Here is the link for the request form, and I am going to open requests in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It always says file unavailable, but you're not fooling me this time. I know you're just... There we go. There we go. Nope. Accept responses. There we go. See, technology is not alien to me anymore. So, again, here's the link to the form. And we have got tipping for a request. Fantastic. I am going to be turning on Instagram right now. In 3, 2, 1. And I'm going to welcome my Instagram people in just a second. Hello, Instagram people. Welcome to Total Request Live. If you're watching on Instagram, come on over to YouTube or literally any other platform, because I cannot get Instagram to work with my restream. So if you want to make requests, you got to come someplace else. So while we're waiting for some requests to come in, you can look at all the delicious requests I had last time. We had... oh gosh, there's so much more than this. Anyway, here's just a sheet of things that I was finishing up. We've got Jody, Claudia, Man, and Miss Grotke from Recess, and some person who likes to torture me requested a Transformer, and my Transformers have a death wish, so there you go. I'm going to start a new page right now, and you can also see requests that I've done before. I kind of like this one better. This sheet has a lot more action on it, so you can look at this sheet while I talk about stuff for a second. So yeah, it's been a while. To explain my absence, I just have had stuff to do, and requests take a lot out of me. If you want to support me, you can always go to my t-shirt shop. The links are wherever, like, I'm just Joe the Zet everywhere. So find me on TeePublic, and if we can ever get technology working for me, I can actually link TeePublic to my YouTube page. I have a lot of technology snafus lately. But yeah, these streams they're lots of fun, and I really appreciate everybody who shows up. I really, really do. But they take a lot out of me. So I'm in between a post and getting notes back. Like, I don't have work for this weekend, and it's been so long, I just had to do a request stream tonight. And there is, yeah, a lot of celebrating going on, which means that I should check on the requests. Let's not have it go out of hand. Oh, it's, whew. Yep, there are a lot of requests.
Less than 3.
Less than 3. I less than 3 you as well. I need to make that a shirt. Okay, so everybody, if you had a desperate request that you needed to get in there, get that in there in the next 30 seconds. I'm going to shut it down in 30 more seconds. John McClanahan! John, are you in here? Hi, John! He's my hero. So, as a 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, wait, no, 11. Oh, how embarrassing. I can't even count backwards. 10, 9, 8, 11, 24, 72. Hut. I'm turning the request form off for now because this is already more than I can handle. Okay, we are full. So while I am going to look over the requests that I just got in, let me just ask, how has everybody been? You been good? What was the last holiday we had? Labor Day-ber? Did everybody have a good Labor Day-ber? It's just so funny. I saw a meme about Labor Day that was just like, me on August, what is it, how many? August 30th or... Yeah, 30 days in August. Me on August 30th, and it's like sunglasses, bathing suit, and a swimming pool, eating a drink, waving, and then September 1st, and it's just, you know, like sweaters and pumpkin spice latte holding a pumpkin. I was like, that's totally how I feel. Okay. Yeah, and for those who do not know, John McClanahan is a hero of American animation. He's the founder of Startoons. So if you have any burning questions about Animaniacs, Tiny Toons, Hysteria, just like so many great shows that his studio animated on, now's your time to have access to an animation hero. And let's see, what is the first request we've got going on? Wow. This is a lot, you guys. You know, I always want requests, but it's always terrifying because I just always wonder if I'm going to make it through the night. So let's see. Who our first request is from Teletoon. And I have been looking up a new way to go about the request situation. I've been investigating Ko-Fi or Ko-Fi. Has anyone had experience with Ko-Fi? Ko-Fi? How do the cool kids say it? Ko-Fi? I'm going to say coffee, like a cup of coffee. Okay. Oh, Teletoon. Like, no OCs. I say that so clearly in the form, no OCs. I'm working on a fan art book, and I keep repeating myself, no OCs, no OCs. So I'm really sorry, but no OCs. But do not worry, because I will have an avenue for people who wish to have OCs drawn by me in the near future. I'm working on it. So let's see who the next one is. Cash Banuka. And I'm going to turn on some music for you lovely people. I meant to have that done and running by the time we started. And thanks Batsnake95 for the sub. Let's see what you got for me, Cash Banuka. Please don't be an OC. Pepper Ann. Okay, another Pepper Ann. Let's see what this reference looks like. This is just a lot of Pepper Anns. I'm gonna have to do my own Pepper Ann book. Come on. Can I seriously not drag this? Ugh. Could not. Alright. You want to play this game? I'm just gonna ka-chow this. There we go. So, explain to me why all the pepper ands. What did I even just do? Pepper Ann. And let's see what the next one is. You know, it's Chuck Jones Day, so I hear. Has anybody got any Chuck Jones characters for me? I'd love to draw me some Chuck Jones. Ooh, Oliver asked for a Shane Glines Poison Ivy. Anytime I draw Poison Ivy, she just kind of turns out Shane Glinesian. Let's see if I can find the reference. Oh, Posey from Mission Hill? Oh. I just rewatched Mission Hill lately. That was a really great show. And it's all on YouTube. Let's see if I can mimic the great Shane Glines. Yep, that is the quintessential Poison Ivy. And I think I want to go back to Posey because that's something I wanted to draw anyway. A hippie in her 20s, but she's so much more than that. I want to make money. She cracked me up. So I'm gonna do what you guys came here for. I'm gonna start drawing me some drawings. And I'm actually gonna read chat now. Hello, chat. Somebody's saying a lot of Chuck Jones characters, maybe Michigan J. Frog. That would be good. Kale says, happy belated birthday, and to Chunky Jones. Well, thank you. Oh, and Cash Benuka says it's also Batman Day? Well, golly, gee willikers. Oh, here. Boy, it took me a long time to get set up. I'm going to give myself 5 minutes for Posey. There we go. Okay. How about give myself a fresh layer? No. And Daniel says, want to tell you, it's your 48th stream. I updated. Is it not saying 48 on all of the things? Because I thought I updated it to say that. So she's a hippie who's a little bit hippie. Can't tell what her feet look like. I can't remember what her feet look like, but I'm pretty sure she's wearing sandals. Oh, I got a request for someone to join me in my live video. And Atomic Commander 20 is now following. Thank you kindly, sir. It still says the 47th. Well, I'll just have to fix it in post. Yeah. Never quite understood what her hair is doing. But yeah, if you guys have not checked out Mission Hill, it's one of those early adult animated comedies that had so much effort put into it. Like, the characters are, you know, none of them are like perfectly nice people. But they're all like appealing in their ways. It's something that latter-day adult animation has let fall by the wayside. There's just, the characters in most adult shows are just always obnoxious. They're just out obnoxiousing each other. And Mission Hill kind of had, like, I don't want to say a sweetness to it, but just a humanity to it. And some really excellent writing. Like, I rewatched MTV's Downtown, which is also on YouTube, and man, I don't know. Like, they must have blown MTV's budget for 5 years with that show, because the animation is really interesting. It's just so, like, everything, there's like a fantasy everything is a fantasy sequence. Like, it flows in and out of fantasy. There's so much morphing animation done that's part of the dialogue, part of the conversation. I can't describe it. It's like indie animated film, the TV series. And it's got a lot of obnoxiousness in that show, just like what's his face's sister is just really obnoxious, but that's kind of how the two characters, I can't remember any of their names, but I don't know, I still think it's really worth checking out if you are an adult, because it has adult stuff in it, which sounds weird to say, but it's like not just an excuse to say raunchy things or show gory, raunchy stuff. It actually has adult issues in it. It's actually mature in the actual meaning of the sense of the word. So that's what I appreciate about Downtown and also Mission Hill. And it's also, Mission Hill is also really funny.
Hello there, Joe. Hope the stream is going well.
It is. Thank you, Judy. I don't know who actually that was, but Judy was talking to me. I gotta alter that so it stays on screen a bit longer. Okay. Yeah, I like Posey because... Thank you! She's always looking worried about something. She just has this very earnest expression on her face all the time. And she loves plants. Okay, we're gonna let Posey simmer for a little bit. How about Shane Glines' Poison Ivy? You know, this is gonna be tough because how do I draw a Shane Glines Poison Ivy when Shane Glines has already done so many glorious Poison Ivies? So 5 minutes back on the clock. Let's see what I can do. Is she sitting? Is she standing? Let's see if... I can have a twist in here. Well, speaking of MTV animation, I recall when there was going to be a Harley and Ivy TV show. Well, actually, it never got greenlit, but I heard rumors that it was being pitched to MTV, and it was going to be in, like, really cute Glines style. There was a limited run of these Harley and Ivy comics that were... I know Glines might have done some covers, but I think Bruce Timm did the interiors, and they were really funny. I know that there's the Harley Quinn show on HBO Max, but it's just so raunchy. I could barely... It's not that it's raunchy, it's just like gratuitously gross. Like, the jokes don't justify the amount of grossness in there, and they sacrifice a lot of character to get to the gross jokes, and just, I don't know. I think I just like Batman too much. I'm okay with these characters being parodied or exaggerated, but they still have to have the essence of the characters. And but I know a lot of folks really like that show. It's just not for me. I would have liked something that was more like the comics that they did in the, I think it was the 2000s? I was thinking of having her hair flipped on the other side. Doesn't look like poison ivy. Woo, Lord, I only got 2 minutes left. Atomic Commander says, the HBO show, I think, is a very more modern adult show than that of a Batman universe series. Oh, for sure. It kind of picks up where that... do you remember that movie, Harley Quinn and Batman? That was a Bruce Timm, Paul Dini joint venture again, but it was just a weird movie. Like, it had a lot of weird, uncomfortable stuff, like with Harley and Robin. I'm just like, maybe these guys have been working with these characters too long. Maybe they should be taken off of this. It's just like, God, that stuff with Batman and Batgirl and the Killing Joke, just gross. It's like time to retire this team, perhaps. I don't know. What did you guys think of the Killing Joke? I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the comic to begin with, but like the DC animated universe movies tend to be pretty darn good, even if they're inconsequential. They're still pretty entertaining. Although I really wish they would get like a fight coordinator. That's my big complaint about the DC animated movies, is that they're very punchy, kicky. And they just need somebody with some fight experience to come in and snazz up the fight sequences a bit. And that's just my personal opinion. As you look at what they do on shows like Avatar and Blue Eye Samurai, and the action is so inventive, it really takes the show to a different level. Okay. Okay, I'm talking too much and drawing too badly. I think I'm just trying to match Glines instead of get the essence of what he's about. It's these very distinct... You know what? I think if I get the eyes Shane Glinesian, then I think you might forgive the rest of it. And Barry said, "Hi, Barry! The only thing I remember hearing about the Killing Joke is Batman and Batgirl hooking up, despite their relationship usually being treated as father-daughter-like." Yeah, exactly. Yes. And Random Deeper says, does Joker 2019 count as less punchy kicky? Well, that's not an action movie. I mean, it's got some, like, a little bit of action in it, but it's like it's more of a psychological thriller? I don't even know how to classify that, but it's not an action. I'm just saying, if you're doing action, get some stunt coordinators to help you choreograph some interesting fight choreography. It's not unheard of in animation. Okay, I think her hand is a little big for a Shane Glines hand, but you know. Here's a sketch. I think I can work with this. Okay, and Pepper Ann. Here we go. So the rule here is I get to draw Pepper Ann's howevers I want at this point. I don't think she'd want to be dressed up in something as floofy as this. Oh, 5 minutes. And Random Deeper says, Joker, how to make a controversial movie that is still a financial success. Oh, it was more than a financial success. That completely tore up like everyone's expectations and spat them out. Like that's why everyone's really looking forward to the second one. If I can confess, I never saw that movie. It just didn't look like something I'd enjoy. Like it was like, oh, it's a deep exploration of a, you know, psychopathic killer, and like, yeah. We've just had a lot of these kinds of movies. And it probably is well done and everything. But it's just not something I'm interested in. Not right now. I was just having a conversation this evening with some folks about Breaking Bad, and I was like, you know, I'm glad I watched Breaking Bad. I'm never watching it again. Like, I've had the experience. I get it. It's a excellently written, well-crafted show, but I just can't watch it again. It's just too depressing. I need some palate cleansers. Like, I need like a decade worth of palate cleansers. Get her tassels drawn in. Not those kind of tassels. Respectable medieval tassels. And Kermit the... Oh, I got... check my Instagram. Okay, I'm checking my Instagram. Do I have questions? It says I have no questions yet. Matthew Prower says, what the, a Pepper Ann request? Not from myself? I thought it was you, Matthew, as somebody else, because you knew I'd call you out. Are you saying it's somebody else? Oh, my stars. Pepper Ann is due for a revival. It seems like there is audience hunger for this girl. It was a fine show. I'll say it was a fine show. One Saturday morning, was great. I had a great time with One Saturday Morning. I like programming that feels like an experience, that you're not just watching TV shows, but that the shows exist in a universe all their own that you can be a part of. And that's what One Saturday Morning felt like. With like a lot of interstitial things. There was, Eric Goldberg animated those Genie shorts. Great minds think for themselves. So good. So good! Okay, I'm gonna have her dipping her toe out like this, because she's doing a half-hearted curtsy. This is my Pepperan. Again, I make no promises about being on model. This is my house. Matthew says, requested a DC character twice, and got KO back up. Get to go back up. Requested Z Zatara twice! Z Zatara is one of the more popular requests. I have done a lot of Zataras. A lot of Zataras. I know, her neck isn't that long. Gonna fix that up a little bit. Well, that actually works out better. I'm getting some blinks. Oh, and I got a cheer. Funny thing, I actually got a cameo for Pepperan's voice actor that I used as an art piece last week. Well, interesting. Oh, and I need to shout out a YouTube channel. An up-and-comer that's really good. Remind me to give a shout-out to Lolo. I need to pull up her page so I get it right. Okay, so we've got... It is a little bit past 9, and I've got 3 requests done. Not terrible. Let's see if I can pick up the pace. Okay, so there is Pepper and... Oh, there's lots of new... Why doesn't my chat keep scrolling? I keep missing. And Cartoon Studio says, long shot question. But have you ever played the Subspace Emissary? I have not. Joey! From Animaniacast is in Florida with Tom and Paul Rugg. I wish I could be an Ocala. I really do. What's it like? What's it been like? Joey, tell me everything. Tell Tom I say hello, and tell Paul that I promised my kids. I don't think they're old enough to see Freakazoid yet. Not because it's inappropriate, because I just don't think they'll understand and get the full experience until they, could get some of the references. But if we go to a con where Paul Rugg is, I promised my kids that I would let them watch all Freakazoid so that they would be able to meet the man who met Freakazoid with all knowledge. With everything they needed to know. It's gonna happen. Okay, let's fill up a few more. Oh, I haven't asked you all to do the poll. So we have the poll going for the requests that I have not been able to get to. Instagram, if you would like to vote in the poll, I recommend that you join me on YouTube, Joanna Davidovich on YouTube. Yeah. Plush Blue says, my kids would definitely be fans of Paul Rudd. Oh my gosh, yes. They love everything that he's done on Animaniacs and Hysteria. They just watched the Hysteria episode with Nestor Demet, shut up! And they were cracking out like, why does he keep telling everyone to shut up? But they were just loving it so much. So happy. I'm just thinking about the great stuff from that episode. It is, if you have not seen Hysteria, find some way to watch Hysteria. Like, some of the episodes are so golden. It doesn't get enough love. Okay, let me continue on my quest for more requests. Let's look at these responses. Question. Okay, so we have Azzy the Demon. What did Azzy the Demon say? Oh, and thanks for the cheer, Matt. Or Matthew. Azzy, I see you. Spike Spiegel. Oh, yeah. This is a good one. I'm telling you now, it's gonna be off model. He's gonna be so off model. Spike Spiegel. This is, Cowboy Bebop is your anime gateway drug. You know, it's weird about Cowboy Bebop. It is so many people's gateway into anime, and yet it's like the best. You know, does it get better than Cowboy Bebop? Discuss. Tell me what you think. Because I tried, I know Demon Slayer was the most, like, super popular in recent years, and I've watched the first few episodes, and I'm like, I'm like, it's not bad, it's just like, it doesn't grab you the way Cowboy Bebop did. Let's see, where else have I got King Dragneil? What you got for me, King Dragneil? Please be a Chuck Jones character. Dracoon from Radiant. I'm not sure what that is. Is that a show? Oh, an SD card. SD card. Nice. I wasn't able to read that cheer. I am so sorry. Oh boy. It's a manga. Okay. Well, I think you guys are looking forward to me floundering around a bit. That's a lot of anime. So his name is Dracoon. Oh, because he's a dragon raccoon. Gotcha. Dracoon from Radiant. Very good. I might draw him super cute. And, Jazz Session. Let's see what Jazz Session has to say. Always nice to see Jazz Session. I don't see Jazz Session. Okay, well, Jazz, are you operating under a different name? We have another Babysitters Club request. I feel like somebody's starting a collection. Because this is so many Babysitters Club manga. Okay, I was not able to pull. I was not able to pull that reference. So I had to do a little search. Oh, and there's... Oh, I have such a weakness for requests for Tiny Toons characters. It's Gogo Dodo. It's been surreal. Alright, I've got a nice group going. Gogo will be a nice warm-up for me. I'm going to put 5 minutes back on the clock. After turning the timer back on, I hope it does not die. Oh, I am the best show going right now. Oh my gosh, that just speaks to the sorry state of media at the moment. John, did you ever get a Gogo episode on Tiny Toons? I'm just trying to think. I know TMS did Babs in Wacky Land, Queen Babs. And then there was, well, actually, you didn't get any Tiny Toons episodes. You were working at Kennedy at the time. Is that right? Yeah, if you have a request that I just absolutely love, I won't be able to resist it. And I love Tiny Toons characters. I love Gogo. And I got a cheer. How do I draw those round eyes? Well, one leg at a time, Pilgrim. I'm in kind of a Western mood for some reason. Don't know why. You know, I want to give a little bit more here. Now, I know Gogo has arms when he needs them. The more... Temper, any thoughts on that Minecraft movie trailer? I don't know, does anybody like it? I mean, I feel like people are talking about all the ways it's terrible. It just leaves me kind of meh. It doesn't look like a real movie to me. And Jack Black is looking kind of rough. Like, I still think, what's weird is that I still think of Jack Black the way he looked in the, was it the 90s? Yeah, I guess that's when he started, like, Tenacious D first came on the scene, was in the 90s. And I still think he looks that way, so when I see him kind of looking grizzledy, I think of him the way he looked in School of Rock. Like, he's just etched in my brain that way. So when I see him looking kind of like the homeless man beard thing, I just go like, oh, like, it startles me. I am startled. And, I mean, it's not that he looks bad or anything. It's just, I don't know why. He just is so different from when I first met him in media. I'm not saying I met him. I just mean, like, came to learn of his awesomeness. Like, Tenacious D was really funny back in the day. So it's just like, he looks like he doesn't want to be there. Like, if he did, he wouldn't have, he would try to look like himself still, I think, if he still wanted to be doing this kind of stuff. And the most unhappy thing for me in movies and TV shows is when you can tell the actors don't want to be there. And I don't think anyone really wanted that movie. Okay. Well, that's, you know, for such a wacky character, I think he's pretty restrained. So it's hard for me to talk and draw at the same time. You'd think I'd be better at it by now. However, I suppose it's like riding a bicycle. You keep falling until you scrape your knee, and then you get back on the horse. Or so my mammy told me. That's a bit better. I'll save my self-loathing for some other drawing. Okay, so there's Kristi. You know what? I'm gonna... Oh, apologize for not making the request form on time. It's tough. It's a small window. I'm sorry. I wish I could figure out a better way. I think I've got a new system. I think I've got a new system for doing requests that's going to make things a lot easier, and leave people a lot happier, and help me not be so exhausted from it all the time. So that was a preview. I just want to make sure if someone's collecting Babysitter's Club characters, I just want to make sure that they're all in proportion to each other. Yeah, that ought to do it. So I guess these Babysitter's Club graphic novels do pretty well, huh? I wonder when it's going to be turned into a series. Haven't they already tried to do Babysitter's Club as a series? I seem to remember. I have foggy memories of Babysitter's Club. Ugh, I always draw shoes like clown shoes. Oop, I got a cheer. SD card says, I would hands down watch it if It was you behind the art direction. Well, that's a very kind thing to say. I appreciate that. I think it's going to be a while before I'm in a position of that kind anywhere. Not saying it won't happen or it can't happen, just not holding my breath is what I mean. Atomic Commander says, if you watch this, I tip by my username Dennis. Hope you like my greasy request. Your greasy requests. Okay. Well, okay. I'll look for Dennis then. I'll do one better. Mattel ruined Thomas and Friends. How do you... Thomas the Tank Engine? Blush Blue says, what I have in mind for my next total request 50 stunt after the stream is something more special than a promo. Uh-oh. Plush Blue. I do not deserve this. I don't know what I'm going to do for the 50th stream. I'm probably just going to end up being like, bleh. Yeah, help me brainstorm some stuff I should do for my 50th stream. Do you want like an extra long stream? Do you want it to be requests, new requests, or catching up on requests that I have not done? So. And Ice Cream Hero says, I love Studio Trigger too. They always go all out with the animation. Watched Little Witch Academia a while back and really loved it. Trigger. Do they do Delicious in Dungeon? Because I started watching Delicious in Dungeon on a recommendation and I ended up just absolutely loving it. It's such a strange show, but strange as in I cannot predict a single dang thing that happens on that show, and that is a rare thing. Has anybody else watched Delicious in Dungeon? I seem to think that ponytail. Ah, that's right. Ponytails and front views are not friends. We just got stuff coming in. Pescando! Hiya! Hope you and your fam are doing alright. Love the art streams. Can't believe we're coming up to number 50. I know, it's coming up real close. Have a wonderful night and see you next time. Well, thank you, Pescando. I appreciate that. You're a good egg. And oh, Jazz Session, there you are. Jazz Session, did you have a request that I didn't see? Or do you have another name? Jazz Session, tell me what your request is. And Cyber Spook says, Delicious in Dungeon. Yeah, Studio Trigger animated Delicious in Dungeon. Seems to have a more Western audience. I wouldn't know. How do you gauge that? What numbers do you look at to see if an anime is more popular in the West? I'm gonna give her cuffed jeans. Why? Because I would like a pair of cuffed jeans myself. And as they always say, if you get the eyes right, the rest of the drawing doesn't matter so much. Okay, so again, we have some off-modelness going on. I gotta be done. Gotta move on. And Dracoon from Radiant. Let's see what I can do with this. Okay. Services just see Western cartoon lovers like Delicious in Dungeon more than anime fans. Oh. It's a good show. It's a strange premise, but it grows on you. It takes itself seriously. Cyberspeak, why are we complaining about modern media in the chat? Anyways, what's a good piece of modern media? There's a lot, to be honest. I like Delicious in Dungeon. Yeah. And Barry says, remember that animated skit you did about what happens when you get the eyes wrong? Like, I can't pick what I get wrong in a drawing. Oops. Okay, so this is a raccoon. Dragon. So I'm just gonna do my version. Oh, anime, so much detail. That. Does he have a tail? He's gotta have a tail. But it begs the question, is it a dragon tail or a raccoon tail? I'm going to hazard a guess that it's a raccoon tail. SD card says, missed out on so many of these streams. It's been so long. Genuinely hope I can get at least a request or two in the following months or so. And the message disappeared. I hope so as well. I might be having some visitors. Random Deeper says, Joanna, Barry, Diego, the... okay. Manny says, who in the world is this? I'm not sure. I'm losing the thread of the conversation. Okay, well, I'm just gonna keep drawing then. Oh, Cheesecake Warrior says, love that comic that you did of your daughter staying up late enough to discover that you and your hubs watch old cartoons without her. And eat cookies, yes. So my other one has forbidden us to watch television of any kind at night. Like, one of the things she says before going to sleep is, don't you watch anything. And check your Insta again. Okay, yes, Matthew. By the way, did you see that Beetlejuice movie plus their marketing tie-ins? There's a Lush Cosmetics collab, for God's sake. Oh, yeah, they have a lot of marketing tie-ins. Unique Vintage has a Beetlejuice tie-in, which is my jam. That's fine. I don't have anything against the new Beetlejuice movie. I just don't feel that interested in seeing it. But I heard it was entertaining. That seems to be the consensus. was trying to keep it clear of that tail, but I can't. And Nagalight's kind of funny how Michael Keaton came back for another nostalgia trip, considering the last time it happened destroyed Batman Arkham. You mean when he was in the Flash movie? Did that destroy Batman in lore in some way? I don't know. That Flash movie is easy enough to ignore. Also, I didn't see it. I just hate that guy that they cast as the Flash. Like, he is not the Flash. It's one of the just terrible, terrible castings. The Shazam guy would make a better Flash than him. Okay. Okay, so we've got Dracoon. And here we go. Are you ready? It's time to mess up Spike. He has one eye that sees in the future, and one eye that sees the past. So I'm not going to even try to get him on model. I'm just going to do my version of Spike. He's got that impossible hair, like impossible to, like it's not even anime hair impossible. It's just like, what even is his hair? I don't know, but it's Spike's hair and it's perfect. And Cyber says, Ezra Miller is a horrible person. It does seem that way. I don't know, what does he have to do to lose jobs in Hollywood? I saw a video of him choking a woman to the ground. I'm just like, how does reality work exactly? Nasty says, Flash 2023 is garbage. Something else from 2023 like Super Mario Brothers, Ruby Gilman, Nimona, Nature's Elemental, the Ladybug movie, Migration are worth watching. Grant Gustin is nicer. I agree. I thought Grant Gustin was a great Flash until that show just stopped caring about everything. I didn't watch the Netflix Cowboy Bebop. I don't know, it's just embarrassing when cosplayers do it better. And that's not to say that cosplayers are, you know, laughable. Like, some people, you know, go really... Cosplaying is great, is my point. It's just like, you're getting paid to make it great, though. Cosplayers just do it for the love. And I just don't understand. If they want something to be great, and if they want to, you know, keep the budgets low, just, like, reach out to cosplayers, for God's sakes. Just do a Google search for some really great cosplay of these characters. Like, how did they, you know, figure out this problem, and just reach out and ask. And they'll probably do it for nothing, just for like a consulting credit. I just feel like there's a lot of people in the industry getting in their own way. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna need some help with his costume eventually. He is a tall drink of water. Ugh. Guys, I'm struggling. Nope. Okay, well, I got his basic shapes. That'll have to do for now. He was man. Oh, Matthew says. Yeah. In the Flash movie, he was, Michael Keaton was man. Okay. Am I getting more requests? Let's get some more requests going on up in here. Load those responses, boy. Nutty from Happy Tree Friends. Oh my stars. I have not thought of Happy Tree Friends in a long time. That is another internet flashback from way back. Anybody here remember Happy Tree Friends? Let's see what else we got. You know, I have not watched an episode of Amazing Digital Circus. I need to check it out. Pomni. Amazing digital circus. Let's get a couple more before I do my next round. We've got Pokemon. Maybe. And it looks like we've got a caricature request. Because you like to see me struggle. I will do my best. Okay. So she is Dinah from Girls Trip. Oh my gosh, a Hello Kitty? A Hello Kitty request, wow. Get a few easy ones in to Mary White. From Hello Kitty. Shade the Changing Girl. Probably haven't heard of her because she wasn't in a movie like Gerard's other. What? Shade the Changing Girl? I've never heard of her. Jazz Session said requested SlueFoot Sue. Oh yeah. I've wanted to draw SlueFoot Sue forever. I want her to be a t-shirt. Shade the Changing Girl. You're gonna have to wait, because I'm gonna find me SlueFoot Sue. Let's see, where's SlueFoot Sue here? Let me find some rough of her. And SlueFoot Sue. Riding the Catfish. And we've got, yeah, the Cheered. That was my request. Alrighty. So I think I've got quite enough to go on. So let me get back to the action here. Let me do the easy one first. Let me do a couple of easy ones first, get those done. Let's do Nutty. Okay. Random Deeper says, what's happening anymore? No, in her wedding dress. Oh, in her wedding dress. Well, I'll remember that when I get to it. Let's put 5, I'm gonna put 3 minutes on the clock. See if I can get the easy ones done in 3 minutes. And C. Martin says, Miss Kitty Mouse and her twin sisters from The Great Mouse Detective, go find some refs of them. Are those supposed to be her sisters in the chorus there? My one complaint about The Great Mouse Detective is that for a movie that has songs written by Henry Mancini, they're just not that memorable. Happy Tree Friends was something I never watched because I just hate gore, even if it's silly cartoon gore. I can take it if the jokes are good enough, and I just never thought Happy Tree Friends. I mean, the joke was the gore. So I liked the cartoon up until the gore started. But it was very important in establishing the internet as a place where people go for entertainment. So I'll always credit Happy Tree Friends for doing that, even though I prefer Homestar Runner. Okay, again, not promising things are on model, but it is at least a drawing. Even if you loosely define the term, it is a drawing. Okay, well. Okay, so Nutty is done. Let's do Little Miss Mary White from Hello Kitty, the first thing I ever spent my own money on. And again, not gonna have this claiming to be on model, but I'm gonna put 3 minutes on the clock for her too. And as he said, I love Happy Tree Friends and Homestar. Well, awesome. Homestar? What about Homestar? Well, this house is a Homestar house. We have been working our way through the cartoons. There's a YouTube playlist that's all the cartoons in order. And at first we were just watching the Spee-mails in order, but then, there's stuff that happens in the cartoons that gets folded into the emails, and vice versa. So you gotta watch the whole thing. And boy, that was a trip down memory lane. Can I boast? I want to boast for just a second. In 2014, there was a live Homestar show at a venue that was like 3 minutes from my house at the time. And so me and Nate went there and watched the Matt Chapman perform live with puppets, like all the Homestar and Strong Bad things. And there's one point where he gets the puppet and he says, "So one time I drew this thing," and the whole audience goes, "Ah!" because we knew it was Trogdor. And then they did like the extended version of Trogdor, and it was one of the funnest nights of my life. And I got to finally meet Matt Chapman, because ever since I was in high school, I knew that he was somewhere in Atlanta, and I loved Homestar so much. I finally got to meet him and tell him how awesome he is. And I'm sure he knows that. He and his brother have to know that by now, but it's still good to tell them. So, Mary White is not Hello Kitty, but is sort of like Hello Kitty Mom. She bakes apple pies. Just like you want a mom to do. Actually, if I do her arms like this, oh hush, then you can see a pretty bow in the back. I think I'll do that. Okay, I think that's good. Ooh. Dang it. I'll just have to draw up here more. Have I seen Disney's Home on the Range or Fox and the Hound 2? I actually have not. They did a second Fox and the Hound? When did they do that? And C. Martin Art says, what software do you use? I'm just using Photoshop. Like the punk that I am. I got suckered into it, now I can't extract myself because I need it for work. I've been through it. Yes, I know. I've dug myself into an Adobe hole, and it's going to take a while to get me out. And I'm aware of all of the alternatives and options and everything, but it's tricky. It's not just Photoshop, it's the whole suite of products that work together. And it's, when you use it for work, it's really hard to extricate yourself. Look at me being all defensive. I've just had this argument so many times. Okay. Let's get Pomni. 3 on the clock. Let's go. Oh, what's such an Iron Man thing to say? Oh, Azzy the Demon says, I think Lady Penguin was cool. She's super cruel and heartless. I love how they wrote her. I have an idea for Lady Penguin that I was going to do. Is I did not like Girl Penguin's design. I thought it was, like for the most part, I think the designs are kind of blah on Caped Crusader. And, you know, I am not near the level as somebody who can legitimately criticize Bruce Timm and his designs. I just don't think it's his best work, but I actually think I have a really good design idea for Lady Penguin, and I'm gonna do that at some point, and just that would help establish the era and also help with the story a bit. And who knows, you know, maybe that show's gonna get a reboot in a year anyway. So yeah, the Shade the Changing Girl thing was my request. I even drew her in a Bruce Timm style to make things easier. Oh, okay, thank you. And C. Martin says, what are your thoughts on The Lion King? Like the movie The Lion King? They made Home on the Range in 2004. Oh, they did Home on the Range in 2004? God, 20 years ago. I need to see it at some point. I just was not excited about it because of the production history. And when it came out, nobody was raving about it, so I just never got around to seeing it. Because, you know, a troubled production history does not necessarily mean the film is going to be bad. Look at Emperor's New Groove. That was like a nightmare production, but it ended up being one of the funniest movies of all time. Like, it's not even a Disney movie. It's a Warner Brothers movie that Disney made for them. That was Disney eating Warner Brothers lunch when it came to funny movies. Her little booty needs to come out this way. Ha! I said booty. But I didn't mean it that way. Okay, I can work with this. Does she have a mouth? She's gotta have a mouth. I mean, I guess she doesn't have to. I'm going to draw her the mouth because she seems more on model that way. As if I'd know. Okay, so, caricature. Burp. Shade the Changing Girl. So this is an actual character. I'm trusting you that this is an actual character. Speaking of years, Lion King is celebrating its 30th anniversary. Foof. Yeah. Oh, thoughts on The Lion King? Yeah, it's great. It's a great movie. It's not my favorite Disney movie, but no one can deny its importance in animation history. And I don't really have, like, it's not my favorite because I have problems with it. It's just that there's movies that I like more. My favorite modern Disney movie is, oh gosh, I do love Emperor's New Groove, but I can't have that be my favorite. It's Little Mermaid, through and through. And if we're talking classic Disney films, I've got so many. Okay, I'm gonna put 5 minutes on the clock here. Shade the Changing Girl. She doesn't look too shady, if I'm being honest. She like... Is her superpower like hypercolor? Because if it isn't, I want to make a superhero whose superpower is hypercolor. And she is too short. I shall fix this with my technology cheating. Aha. If this were on paper, it would be much more difficult. How much will you pay me to not do the rest of the stream in a French accent? Because I like to talk this way. It makes everything seem more important. Okay, and she has these squiggly thingies, which I will do. Oh, this arm is not. It's not helping things. Okay. IIRC was based on a Vertigo Comics character called Shade the Changing Man, who had a vest that allowed him to project illusions, thus the changing part. Then Peter Milligan got his hands on him and he became something else entirely. Is it the same as the guy from Justice League, who looked like Marilyn Manson? With a cane? And he could do stuff with shadows? Okay, well, she seems to be all accounted for. Okay. Caricature time. Oh, gosh. Okay. Okay, breathe. Breathe. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna get through this, you guys. You and me. We're gonna get through this. Okay. The pole's still down. The pole's down? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry, I didn't realize the poll was down. Okay, I just turned it on. The poll is on. Poll is back on. Very sorry. Okay, so if Girls Trip was an animated series, like if they turned it into a Rick and Morty ripoff, like so many adult animated series are, what would it look like? So I'm not attempting a caricature, just the animated version of this character. Now I'm not sure if this looks like a dress. Seems like if it was a jumpsuit, that would be a little silly. What is going on with that eye? I am not having that. I bet she was wearing wedges. I'm just having her hands this way because I really like her rings and her red pink fingernails. A lot of patterns here. So that's scoop neck. What about Darth Vader and Mufasa looking at the stars, remembering their voice actor James Earl Jones? Well, I'm sure that's been done. Yeah, poor James Earl Jones. He's been sick for a while. I learned that Darth Vader has had an AI voice for quite a while, because James Earl Jones has been sick. Which is weird. Weird to think about. Okay, well, to whoever requested this, I apologize. I'm not great at caricatures, especially caricatures in 5 minutes, but hopefully this is acceptable. Okay, SlueFoot Sue in her wedding dress. SlueFoot Sue wedding gown. Oh, that's not real. How come there's just nothing? Here's a fold. Copy image. Here's a full dress, and here's her face. Great design. Let's see how I'm gonna mess it up. Put 5 minutes back on the clock. Joanna, if you use Billy and Nick, pick the poster of them when they're alone in a white void. Looking to see what else we got. Roxanne from a Goofy movie. I've drawn Roxanne before, but you said you want her rocking out on a guitar. We're gonna have some Disney redheads here. Okay, she doesn't play the guitar. Okay, I'm gonna need reference of a guitar. Guitar. Playing. Images. Okay. Well, I guess I'll come back to that. Okay, I'll use this as reference. Here we go, Sue. I'm gonna start this timer over. Drop P. Diddy in prison. I see. Has he gone to prison yet? He's not even... Like, he's just been arrested, right? Not up to date. Let's see. So, SlueFoot Sue is a Freddie Moore girl, if I'm not mistaken. Who designed SlueFoot Sue? Seems... No. Not Freddie. It can't be Freddie Moore. She's got too much... She doesn't have a Freddie Moore face. Hey, can somebody look up who designed SlueFoot Sue? And, oh, we've got some new people. G Bates, hello, just here to chill. Heyo, just here to chill. Well, this is a place for chilling. just realized that her wedding dress is not white. Yeah, Disney should do a line of Disney ladies that are not technically princesses. I bet SlueFoot Sue would sell a lot of merch. Like, for a character who never says a word, she has so much presence. Just the way she saunters, just the way she walks with that bustle is so funny. Okay, now for the face. So anybody find out who designed SlueFoot Sue? It was Ward Kimball and Milt Kahl. Yeah, Ward Kimball. I know Ward Kimball was definitely Pecos Spill. That is a Ward Kimball all over the place. Was it Milt Kahl? Really? It seems so early for... When did Milt Kahl start working at Disney? What was he, like 15? Oh, hish. Stop it. I'm gonna give SlueFoot Sue another couple minutes. Now, anytime I draw a pinup girl mouth, I always try to do the SlueFoot Sue mouth. It's just got like this perfect little pursed lip, but still very 1940s. And Matthew says, on another note, when we get to coloring, it'd be really funny if... Ugh. I don't want to take up time messing with the things. Let me see if I can find it on the tip page. On another vote, when we get to coloring, it would be really funny if you colored in Pepper and request first thing. How exactly would that be funny? Or are you just asking me to do that? And King of Tunes missed the beginning of the stream, but has an amazing request for my next stream. Well, I'm looking forward to that. Thank you. Okay. Was Milk Call really one of the 9 old men? How old was he? He joined in 1934? Yikes, really? He was in his 20s when he started in 1936. Because I guess I just think of him being so much a part of the 70s. He has such, like, his 70s work has such a distinct style. And I wouldn't say he had an ego, I'd say he had an attitude. Like, wasn't he the one who, when he was asked, like, what he would animate on his own, and he'd be like, what do you mean animate on my own? If I'm not getting paid to do it, I'm not animating. Was that him? Are too big. Yeah, now the music is appropriate. Okay, well, I gave SlueFoot Sue an extra 5 minutes. Everything that's not working, I'll have to fix it post. Okay, now we going to Roxanne. I'm gonna use that pose for reference. And 5 minutes on the clock. And Matthew says, I do request for fun during her streams, currently drawing a certain little robot at the moment. A certain little robot. I wonder. Tyrannoyoshi says, wanna do my request next? It's a good one. I'm going through the list, my friend. Going through the list. And again, please, might be a good time for everyone, especially if you're new, to refresh yourself on the rules. And request does not mean you get it, you say it, and then it gets done. I have limited time, limited energy, and I cannot do every request. So I do the ones that strike my fancy, or if they're accompanied with some tips. Tip requests get priority, and when I have a lot of tip requests to get through, I don't get to many non-tip requests. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out a way to do these streams where I'm not like completely exhausted by the end of them. And I have to, figure things. Tips are one way that I can help myself control the flow of them. I love the design of Roxanne. She's hard for me to draw. I need to practice her some more. But she's such a cute design. And it's like a very natural feeling way. Like her hairstyle is like that had to have been observed. And of course, her relationship with Max is so sweet and so relatable. You really want it to work out for them. Which is why when she doesn't show up in an extremely goofy movie, everyone's just like, but the what? I just wonder why they did that. It could have been an important plot point too, like managing a long distance relationship when you're in college with your high school sweetheart, like that's fraught with drama. It could have been something right there. And it could have been, because what I don't like about an extremely goofy movie is that it just resets all the character development from the first movie. Like there's a lot you could have done with it, but they made it all about the X Games for some. I don't get what the deal was with the X Games in an extremely goofy movie. Did they like, buy product placement or something? It's just. So yeah, if you didn't grow up in the 90s, there was something called the X Games, where it was like all of the extreme sports were like legitimized by having this one like extreme sport, their own Olympics, so to speak. And the Goofy movie, a major plot point is them competing in the X Games, which is just so out of left field. Okay, I'm gonna cheat a little bit more. Have her hair floofing backwards.
Should I go in? Stay up here. She's asking me to go back up.
I'm losing the thread of this. I feel like I gotta choose a side. Where would her hair floof best? There? It certainly should not be. It should be up somewhere. It should be flying skyward. This is a very messy sketch. And I've already passed up my fun. I guess Roxanne is going to get another 5 minutes because I'm not making heads or tails anywhere. As he says, Jeff Bennett is my favorite voice actor. Very good choice. What's funny though, Jeff Bennett is so ubiquitous, but he doesn't really have like a standout character. Like, I wonder, if you see Jeff Bennett at a con or something, what are the characters he puts on, is it Johnny Bravo, or? That's the big main character that he did. Like, what else are his big main characters? Because he's just all over the place with incidental characters. And the Random Deeper is back! Welcome back. Oh, and Dexter's dad. Oh, that's right, he was.
Go ahead and click it. Okay, something was happening.
Diego says, Billy and Nick, Billy and Nick, Billy and Nick. And Matthew LeBlanc says Jeff Bennett's first role was Sergeant Tibbs in the 101 Dalmatians storybook cassette. That's adorable. I love Sergeant Tibbs. Her legs are too big. She's not that tall. I'm just having a rough time here. I think my engine is slowing down. Guitars look like lumpy flour sacks, right? I mean, that's all the guitars I've ever seen look like lumpy flour sacks. Oh man, I wouldn't think that Roxanne would be the one who knocked me out. Come on, Joe, draw through. About the specific shape of the guitar. She kind of looks like Gadget from Rescue Rangers. Okay, well. It's been a struggle. I think I need to move on. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what else we got going.
It could have been Chrome. This notorious memory hog.
Billy and Nick from the Internship 2013. Is this another? This is another. Okay, it's another. Caricature. Okay. You know, I'm not sure if this qualifies as fan art. So I'm just gonna power through this as fast as I can. Okay, he is. Owen Wilson has got a long, oval face. He's got a moppy haircut. It looks like Jim Halpert from The Office. But if I learned anything from Steven Silver, he starts with the most interesting facial characteristics first. Like me, I'm always like, no, I need a walled garden. I need to do the shape of his face first. He's got cheekbones. Okay, at least he doesn't look like Jim Halpert anymore. Got. Well, let's work on Vince Vaughn over here. He's got a distinct hairline. Boy, I still think of Vince Vaughn as being a young man. Like, all of my impressions of these actors are from way back in the day. Kind of looks like John Travolta now. Father Mocker. Okay. And Jazz says, I'm an artist who needs to start with the eyes and works around it. Or if the character has a defining feature like a large nose or a jar-shaped head, I may start there. Yeah. Well, for me, I just panic. It's just like, My strategy is just panic and then hope that's enough. I don't remember this movie. Is it good? I mean, assuming you like it since you're asking for a request of it. Okay, Vince Vaughn has wider set eyes. Boy, he does not look like he would pass a drug test. Not him, just like my drawing of him, to be clear. Come on, HR. It's running drug tests. You better shape up, boy. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, that has been 5 minutes.
You're the one who has to go into the gas room before it goes. Okay, so you're gonna run into the panel, do just a 3, 2, 1, and then
Sideburns.
clicking. So as soon as you reach 1. Carly, you bring down the panel, you bring down ratio, and then, Okay, we're ready, we're gonna give it a shot.
I'm not sure how his shirt works. Alright, this is just all kinds of no good. I think his eyes are too berg. Maybe that'll help. And Vince Vaughn, like, he's got a chin, but I always think of him as having like a really round face. I don't know why. That does not look like him. Okay, and his... he could use more chin. I think that's better. Okay. I think Vince Vaughn could use a little more chin as well. Yeah, that's looking better. I don't like his mouth. I don't like his eyes. That's better. I don't like his eyes. Yeah, without the eyes, I like it much better. Oh, I never set a timer for this one. Did I? Or did it go off and I'm like, shut it down? Sideburns don't work that way. maybe they work that way. I don't know. Alright, this is gonna do the Internship. Oh. And Matthew says, not gonna lie, it's crazy, kinda, how a 2D animated Looney Tunes film is able to go out to the public, yet the public is all ablaze about the CG hybrid celeb Looney Tunes film. What? They're doing a CG hybrid celebrity Looney Tunes film? Are you just talking about Space Jam 2? Oh, and Alex, hello Alex, says, now for some obscure French folklore. If you drink 3 glasses of milk and place 3 cat whiskers underneath your pillow before bedtime, a goblin will tickle the underside of your... You trolled me. I can't say that. Oh my stars. Okay, so let's see what else we've got. How's the poll going? We have how many 24 responses. So, oh, he's talking about Coyote versus Acme. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, as from what I hear, Coyote versus Acme did really, really well. And am I looking forward to Looney Tunes The Day the Earth Blew Up? Yes, I am. I certainly am. There were some fine animators who worked on that film. And if you want to vote in the poll, I gotta start wheeling things down, which is an expression that people use. So I will be taking a poll. I'll be doing one poll thing. And we've got Kale's Tales wants Spinel, but I've done Spinel before. I'll see if I can find Spinel. Let's see if I can find that for you so I can give you instant request. I cannot find it. Oh. What is this? That's weird. I have one of my videos with somebody else's drawing as my thumbnail. That's really weird. What the heck and heck? No matter. Well, I know I've drawn Spinel before. I guess it's been a while. But I'll see if I can find it and repost it again. If you go back into my archives, I know she's there. Ah! There we go! Okay. Yeah, this was an old one. There, I did Spinel in a... Well, I guess I could do a better one sometime. But somebody requested Hanazuki. I was so amazed. Let's see, what else do we have? What else do we have? Did I put Spinel on the poll? I'll put Spinel on the poll. Spinel from Steven Universe.
Yep.
I know, I don't want to keep doing the same ones over and over if I don't have to. Okay. And again, as a reminder, if you want to vote in the poll, mosey on over to anything besides Instagram. And okay, Anzu Mazaki. Anzu Mazaki. Is this anime? It is anime. Oh my gosh. Well, at least nobody's asking me to do Transformers. Anzu Mazaki. Let's see, what is this? She is Yugi Muto's childhood best friend. She's always there to support him and has shown romantic feelings for both Yugi and his alter ego Yami Yugi. Is this from Yu-Gi-Oh? Yeah, tell me, who is this what show is this character from? It's from Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh, okay. And Diego is saying good night, Diego, the Roblox boy. So we've got that one. Let's see how many more that I've got so I can pace myself. Fantomcat, who's an English cartoon character. He is a swordsman masked cat who is a hero after Unleashed from over the centuries. Oh, so like a proto Puss in Boots, eh? Fantomcat. Interesting. Fantomcat. I'm not sure what to do here. It's just the top half of him. I guess I'll have to imagine what the rest looks like. And let's see how many more we have got to go. Let's go back to responses.
That's so funny. I'm like listening to a movie.
Snoopy.
Kind of an operation.
His character personality description is Ed. And please provide one link for visual reference, and you wrote yes. I'll draw Snoopy for you. Maybe it's a language thing. But I do like it very much when people read the rules and fill out the forms properly, because there's a reason for everything. Let's go back to the questions. One more. Greasy from Toon Patrol playing the saxophone. Greasy from... What is Toon Patrol? Are they called the Toon Patrol? This is one of the weasels. I thought they were called like the Toon Squad. You know what? I've seen Roger Rabbit so many times that it's galling to me that I don't know something about Roger Rabbit. So he's from Toon Patrol. Okay. Playing the saxophone. Alright, well that might be a challenge, but I'll do me best. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 left, plus 1 pole. Toon Patrol is the name of the gang, yeah. So if I didn't get to your request and you still have a hankering to tell me what to do, then I implore you to go to the poll and vote, because when I'm done with this last bit of stuff, I'm going to do one more. I'm going to do the winning request from the poll. Let's see what's winning so far. Oh, by a large margin is Atomic Betty in a Kung Fu pose. I like. So, if you want something besides Atomic Betty, then I urge you to go and vote. Oh yeah, Toon Squad is Space Jam, of course. Thank you, Richie, for correcting me. I am chagrined. Okay, so let's do Anzu from Yu-Gi-Oh! How should I draw her? I'm not going to draw her on model. So how should I draw her off model? I give her some Glines eyes. So I gotta put 5 minutes on this here timer. I'm gonna be done at a decent hour. Maybe I'll try a Glines. I like her shorts. High rise, high waist shorts. feet. I've got time to redraw the feet and the hands. And Tyranna Yoshi is getting some rest. Good night. Thank you for joining. And Bruce Jackstone has joined us. Hiya, Bruce. You're here for... not here for requests, but just to chat. Well, what would you like to chat about? And Matthew LeBlanc says, not sure who to draw for my 4th character. Anyone have any requests? Do a Chuck Jones character for Chuck Jones Day. I didn't get any Chuck Jones requests, unfortunately. Okay. Okay. I know what I want to do with her hands now. She is, I'm guessing, kind of a girl next door sort of character. So she's... I never watched Yu-Gi-Oh, so I'm only guessing. Like these, this 1940s style flair to the shorts, even though it's off model. You know, I'm gonna start promising to draw off model. I think that is better. I swear to you to not draw every request, and I promise to not draw on model. I can live up to that. Okay, Fantomcat. He's got quite a chin on him. That's how you know he's a hero. Okay, let's put 5 minutes on the clock. He's a skinny devil. So I guess, does he have floofy pants or tight pants? I'm gonna guess he has floofy pants and boots. Well, that's too much like Puss in Boots. I'm just gonna give him cat feet. And spats! Spats are always good. It's not off model, it's my own design. Vaporwave lover. Well, hello. My dog barks and it is annoying. That is true. We have a rabbit who scratches at the door. Because he is lonely and wants snuggles. He's so cute. And I don't see a tail, but I'm going to draw a tail because he is a cat. Ah! I like this much better. Oh, gosh, I love floofy sleeves. he kind of looks like the villain.
Just flickers. She's almost got it.
He's got kind of a villainous chin. I'm gonna put his arm in a jaunty pose. He seems like a jaunty fellow to me. Okay, well, we've got Fantomcat. That is a sketch I can probably work with. Okay, let's move it on up, move it on up, move it on up. You guys voted in the poll yet? Let's see. Clearly the proof is the proof. Oh, Lee, when'd you get here? Lee is my resident pun lord, pun master. We have 29 responses, and as it stands, it is still Atomic Betty for the win, with Tech E Coyote trailing not too far behind. So if you want to, maybe you can change your vote in case you want to nudge one or the other. But here is the poll again if you would like to vote. So here is Monsieur Snoopy. Let's see how fast I can do that. I'm gonna do 3 minutes for Snoopy. And he's gonna be off model. Because he's gonna be my own. My own design. Okay, so this is my version of Snoopy. There it is. And this guy playing the saxophone. Saxophone. I was just sketching some saxophone players the other day. Some killer saxophone players. And yeah, I've said it that way so often that I kind of feel like that's how you should say it. I'm gonna put 5 minutes on here. But I can't remember what it was. I gave myself a birthday treat and I went to a jazz jam because that's one of my favorite things to do. There was a great one. And they had 3 sax guys on stage. And they were all doing, I can't remember what the song was, but one of them that they did was Bye Bye Blackbird. And they just tore it up. Oh my god. If you want to see a thing of true beauty, you look and see how jazz players communicate on stage without a hitch. Like, they look at each other and they're like, and out of it comes like 5 minutes of the most perfectly orchestrated number you ever heard. So all they do is like, and it's just great. So, because I have real world experience, this has to be a good drawing. Otherwise, I'm gonna have just no credibility. Where are his arms? This is a terrible drawing. After I talked about how much credibility I have when it comes to drawing sax players. How would he hold this thing? What are his shapes? So he's kind of like a gourd. Oh, it's already 11:30. Come on, get it together. Draw the hands and connect them later. they've got all kind of valves up in there. I don't know. Strong's not really working for me. We can't all be winners. Just, I'm not sure whether I should try to save it or just destroy it. This just looks like a job for not even trying to be on model. I'll have to figure this one out later. Okay, that happened and they let it happen. When did you say that? And what is it a reference to? Okay. Are we ready to see the poll results? We still have Atomic Betty. Oh, but followed closely by Ashi and Samurai Jack with their kids, and Tech E Coyote. But Atomic Betty has won. So we will turn that off. And let's get Atomic Betty off this list before I... Where is she? Where's Atomic Betty on this list? There we go. Atomic Betty. The first TV show that I know of that was animated in Flash. I don't think it lasted very long. Let's put 5 minutes here. Very cutely designed show. Who produced this show? I don't even know. Remember, was it on Cartoon Network? Wrong way. Which way is she going? Yeah, this don't make sense. That's how it should go. Okay. Now we come to the part of our program where I finish something out. Okay, it is almost midnight. Yes, it is. So, Atomic Cartoons in Vancouver for Teletoon, and Cartoon Network got the broadcast rights. Thank you, Matthew. Matthew says Mucha Lucha preceded it in terms of Flash. Maybe. I still remember Atomic Betty being the first. But yeah, Mucha Lucha was just another super, super early one. Let's see. The real guy with the green hat. Hello. And Saint Fasudo, welcome. Nice. Did you come in earlier? Didn't see ya. The stream keeps freezing for some reason. Sorry about that. Alright, so let's count with me, class, the number of requests I did tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. An even 20. So, everyone on Insta, you can chime in here as well. It's not an official poll, but I would be happy to find out which one of these drawings you guys would like me to finish out. So, let's hear it for Atomic Betty. Woo! Greasy from the Toon Patrol playing the saxophone. Saxophone. Snoopy. That would be an easy one to finish out. Fantomcat. Looking rather dapper. Anzu Mazaki. The Internship caricatures. Roxanne playing the guitar. SlueFoot Sue. Another caricature, Dinah from Girls Trip. Shade, the teenage changing girl or something. Pomni from Amazing Digital Circus. Mama Mary White from Hello Kitty. Nutty from Happy Tree Friends. Gogo Dodo from Tiny Toon Adventures. Kristi from the Babysitters Club's graphic novels. Dracoon from Radiant. Spike Spiegel from Da-da-da-da-da-da-da, Cowboy Bebop. This is the really coolest show ever. Posey from Mission Hill. And a Shane Glines style Poison Ivy. And another Pepper Ann. Alright. What you got for me, people? What you thinking? What you thinking? May my request be on the next voting poll, because it used to be on the voting poll, but you must have forgotten it, which, it was Captain Hook. Oh, sure. You know, sometimes the voting poll list gets so long, sometimes I take things off that have not had much play, but I love Captain Hook. I'd love to try drawing him. So I put him back. Pomni, color Gogo Dodo. All of them if you can. Oh, random. Roxanne. You miss Roxanne. We got 3 for Pomni. Pomni is the prefect one. Pomni would get a lot of clicks since it's huge. Every single one. And Mark said, you forgot mine too. Mine was Bumblebee Girl. Again, if you are new, here are the rules. I promise to not do every request. And I promise to not draw on model. I am framing these things in a positive way in order to, you know, be more positive. Redundant. But yeah, I can't draw all night. These things just devour my time, and I don't have much of that. I do these streams because they're fun and I like to interact with you guys, but it is, I gotta say, when you complain that I haven't done your request, it drains me of energy and it makes me reluctant to come back and do another one. So if you want to do, have me to do your request like super badly, like just tip. And that's all you have to do, because I do all the tipped requests, even if it's $1, which I need to redress at some point. But I am trying to come up with another system that feels where I don't get exhausted and everyone feels like they've been heard. Or if you really want an OC, I don't do OCs right now because I'm working on compiling a fan art book, and I can't publish other people's OCs. I just can't do that. So, but just understand it takes a lot out of me to do these streams, and it's kind of a drag when I just hear complaints. I mean, I'm a mom. I'm used to complaints, believe me, but it's just, I'm doing my absolute darndest to make it a fun experience for everyone, and I'm very sorry I can't get every request. I really try. But yeah, that's it. I'm just apologizing a little bit, and also just being honest. It drains me when I don't feel like people are having a good time. So Pomni, it looks like everyone's saying Pomni. Not gonna lie, I wonder if you did make up a poll on the fly. Now, the poll is recurring. I keep adding on to the poll requests I didn't get to. Not every single one. Some of them I just flat out don't want to do. And I don't feel obligated that I have to do everything that I'm asked of. Some I just don't feel inspired to. Some are like super deep cuts from cartoons I'm not that interested in, or I don't think the designs are really cool. But if you want me to draw, if you want to tell me what to draw, then tell me something that I want to draw. I like classic cartoons. I like interesting designs. Anime drains me because it's very detail oriented, and I mean, I'll do my own spin on it, but I feel like if I couldn't do it on model, then it's just like gonna be a disappointing result for everybody. Like, robots and anime and caricatures are not my strong suit, so it's, if you want to see me struggle, then definitely those, make me do those. Maybe that's more entertaining. And, you know, I like to be pushed as well, but again, if your goal is to tell me what to draw, then you know what I like, you know what gets me jazzed, so, you know, come up with a request like that. Or like I was asking for Chuck Jones requests, and I got one suggestion, Michigan J. Frog, but I guess it didn't come in during the window. But Deadpool Invader Zim, cool name, said, just joined, what was that one of the weasels from Roger Rabbit playing saxophone? Yes, it was. It absolutely was. So I'm going to do Pomni from Amazing Digital Circus. And I'm not going to put a timer on this one, and the music just went to bed. The music is just like, I'm out. So let me get something. Maybe I should get some death metal on here to really give me an adrenaline boost. Is this death metal? Sort of the opposite of death metal. Whatever. It's got a good beat and you can dance to it. Alright. Let's go. Finish it up tonight. You know what I might do? No. Let me see if I can just paint this. I wonder, would this take less or more time? We're all about experimenting here. This sounds like a theme song to some anime. Vampire slaying, oh, oh, hearts at night come alive when there's demons to slay. Lunchbox Totoro is the way to pass a sunny day. Woo! And when the night is dark, I will come to eat salami. I don't know what I'm saying. And when you fly, you got stars in your eyes. Oh girl, we're gonna anime. Girl, we're gonna anime. Girl, we're gonna anime tonight. I feel like there's a fade out coming. Oh hey. Last call for Insta-check. Insta-check. Okay. Deadpool Invader Zim says, very nice singing voice, 10 out of 10. Well, you're so kind. I bet you're gonna grow up to be a doctor. You're so kind. And Matthew says, use a gradient tool for that. For what? Use a gradient tool for what? Just a heads up, when you color my shade request, the color on the code is a gradient based on the Jamba Juice logo. Okay, I'll remember. I don't know what kind of music this is, but I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Oh, oh, oh. Let's get like a green background. Not a final, just so I can see what I'm doing, because she's got white on her. Fighting and challenge. Challenge the fighting. There we go. Hey, oh, I got clear on. I'm sorry. Oh, oh, oh. So she's kind of got brownish blackish hair. Choo-choo-choo, choo-choo-choo. Pew, 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 pew. This reminds me of Daft Punk. Do 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 do. Pew 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 pew. Choo chicka doom chicka doom doom doom. Laser blast. To the past. Was that so necessary? I've got a laser. It's not a taser. If you want to see it go, do 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 do, do 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 do, chicka doom 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 chicka chicka doom chicka doom 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 chicka doom 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 chicka doom chicka doom chicka wah wah. Chickens in space. I love my space chickens. There are such groovy hens. I love my chickens in space. I love my chickens in space. Oh, it's still going. Oh man, I just dropped another beat. Wow wow, chicka chicka chicka. I love my space chickens. They are such groovy hens. I want my chickens in space. I want my chickens in. I want my chickens. I want my chickens in space. Oh, oh. Oh, and now it's done. Okay, Mr. Drummer, feel free to drum whenever you feel like it. I know you like clicking those sticks together. But there's also a whole kit in front of you can use. No. What if you were a drummer for a band, but all you did was click the sticks together? And then when the beat dropped, you're just like, I'm out. Sorry, that's amusing to me. Nope, there it is. Oh, it's okay. Oh, some audio in there. Get it, get it. Get it, get it. Get it, get it. All the elephants. Get it, get it, get it. Get it, get it, get it. All the elephants. Okay, so I think I've got clear. You know, I'm feeling so goofy. I'm scared to look at chat again. Okay. Oh, I missed a lot. Also read from top to bottom next time. I can't read from top to bottom because there's too much top, and I'll never get to the bottom. Deadpool says, I really like classic cartoons. They've inspired me to draw, and I kind of want to go to college to be a voice actor or animator. But then again, I'm sure you don't care. Aww. Well, I'll tell you one thing. If you want to be a voice actor, you don't have to go to college for that. Just do voices. And if you have any kind of drawing ability, make your own cartoons that you voice. That is the best way. I mean, look at Sean McFarlane. I'm sorry, Seth MacFarlane. Sean McFarlane. What's the matter with me? He's, you know, not the most brilliant. I don't know, does he even draw? I know he's a storyboard artist back in the day. I've actually never seen his actual drawing, so I don't know how good he is. But even from the beginning, he was doing his own voices. He was injecting himself in his own cartoons. Way back, I remember the What a Cartoon show, like Family Guy prototype cartoon, where it was basically, Peter and Brian, and it was like a man and a dog as well, and he was doing the voices then. He really has an incredible voice. I've been listening to his albums. God, such a good voice. It's really upsetting, actually. Just like, why? It's not fair. Not like, oh, low battery, 20% remaining. I need to, that is my cue to start wrapping things up. But anyway, you gotta make your own stuff. That's my point. Trust, trust, trust this device. Trust, trust, trust this device. Trust it with your life. So does Pomni have a mouth? This may not be the best mouth, but I'm just leaving it there for the time being. Okay, now time to do all this crazy alternating color. Here we go, here I go. Turning this red shoe blue. It's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn a light of red to blue. Woo! Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see what else. Deadpool Invader Zim, cool name, is signing off. Thank you for joining. I'm getting pretty close. I'm gonna check the restream chat. It's been a while. Let's see. Oh, I did one. Ice Cream Hero says Seth MacFarlane originally designed the Family Guy characters. He does it on occasion these days. Have I tried TV Paint 12? No, I have not bitten the bullet on the upgrade yet. How is it? Have you tried it? Do you like it? Let me know. Hey there, dude. I'm a huge fan of your streams. Oh, thanks. Boygum62. I followed you and would love to connect with you on Discord. My name is Boygum13. Okay. I have a Discord. Yeah. No. Yes. 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 Well, if you want to join my Discord, it's... Hold on. It's a thing. I'm coming. Oh, I'm gonna get the things that I'm after. Cartoon. Oh, I gotta keep that under wraps. There's my Discord channel. I'm not terribly active on it, but I always check it from time to time. I always check it from time to time. A little bit of a contradictory thing, but you know what I mean. Invite people. I'm just going to put the Discord link right here in chat. Here's my Discord. So feel free to join. And Lee Dickens says, will Jazzy Jove ever be live on the West Coast? Oh, I never say never, but I have no plans to be making that big ol' schlep anytime soon. But yeah, I used to go to LA for cons, just to let people see that I'm a person in real life. But now everyone's gone remote, there's not much of a call for that anymore. Like, it's not as imperative to go out periodically and prove to people that you're an actual human being. And plus, it's difficult, what with the little ones. I've recently tried to go out at night once in a while to do stuff with friends or attend the aforementioned jazz jams, and they do not like it. I told them that I was going to do a stream tonight, and they did not like it. But they will grow older at some point. And at some point, I'm going to be begging them to spend time with me. So, I'm just not in a rush to... Oh, that was a long answer to a very simple and short question. Short answer. No plans in the near future, but I'm going to try and keep this thing going. This whole thing called life. And hopefully I'll make it out to California. I was trying to make a cutesy mispronunciation and I just did it as a doofy one instead. But yeah, I could see myself doing that again. I'm wondering, like, is CTN still the best one to go to, or should I be considering Lightbox Expo? I don't know. Things change so quickly these days. When the time comes, I'm sure I'll figure it out. Pew, pew, pew. If you feel like putting on some roller skates and taking some laser guns and go pew 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 pew, there's nothing I'd rather do than go pew 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 with you on roller skates. Oh, heavens to Betsy, I think I'm nearly done. Nearly. Can't forget any of these yellow flourishes. Oh, look at that! She does have a mouth. Just couldn't see it earlier. Oh, forgot the biggest one. I think that I've got some color happening. Do a couple little highlights to make this. It just doesn't feel finished to me. And AJP Dam says, please tell me you would draw tech later. Yeah, I'd be fine with that. Almost won. Ugh, this one's obnoxious. I can't take this one much more. Okay. Move. Please be better. Maybe get some highlights in here. Oh, it's already past midnight. When did that happen? I guess 16 minutes ago, but... John Joe says, have I tried stand-up comedy? My desk review video is funny. Oh, oh, you're the one who watched that video. Well, thank you. No, stand-up comedy is super, super hard. I would never even attempt to do it. But thank you, I appreciate that. You know, that desk review was just so out of left field. It's the only time I've gotten, like, I guess a sponsorship for my YouTube channel. And I was like, more of this, please. I need to spend some effort growing my channel. I need to get back to making my own animation again. Just, there's not much time for that these days. But it will happen again. It will happen again. And Casey says, got to go. So long, Screwy. See you in St. Louis. Well, have a great night. Hope to see you next time. I'm nearly done here. can fake this a little more. Eh. All right, well, I think that Pomni is c'est complet. Well, as complete as she can be. Whoop, let's go. Let's see if we can get this. Well, I think that's all I've got in me for today. So thank you guys so much for joining me on this not entirely last minute, but not as promoted as I would have liked ideally to have in a perfect world live stream. And we got to 20 requests today, which is not too shabby if I do say so myself. To everyone who didn't get their requests in, I will be popping a lot of them onto the poll. And again, I'm going to be coming up with perhaps an alternative parallel system so that you have an opportunity to get what you want me to drawn. And hopefully it will keep my energy up so I can be here more to draw for you guys. And again, if you would like to support my work, if this was entertaining, if you like what I do, just follow me on all the socials, sub to me on especially YouTube, get some merch from my TeePublic store. There's lots of ways that you can contribute if I brought a little smile to your face tonight. So, I am tired. I think I'm gonna wrap it up right now. All right, good night, you guys.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a really fun time. Don't forget to check out my videos and subscribe and follow me on all those other platforms so that you stay up to date as to my streaming schedule. I hope to see you on